WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
1067. Wake up to the vibe. It's Johnny's House Live. The leader in the chair. Yeah, he keep us all in stride. Raise filter, speaks our mind, no disguise. And Brian's cracking jokes, got us laughing till we cry. It's more than a show, it's a family call. The city wakes up, yeah, we're lifting them all. From the jokes to the real, the highs and the falls. Johnny's house got the rhythm, yeah, we're standing tall. Brian's wit sharp like a double-edged blade. Ray speaks the truth, no filter, no shade. Johnny keeps it cool, leading moves that he's made. This morning show legend, yeah, it'll never fade. Johnny's house, it's the place to be. Turn the dial, tune in, set your spirit free. Ray's raw, Brian's quick, Johnny's got the key. Orlando's heartbeat, XL 1067, that's the frequency. It's Johnny's house.
Good morning. 6 o'clock, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House, and you know, it is Monday. Weather-wise, it's going to be nice. A mix of clouds and sun, only a 15% chance of rain today. High today of 82. Right now, 69.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Frozen 3, I guess, is about to start production.
I didn't know they had a Frozen 2.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Frozen 3 is about to be released in 2027. They said Kristen Bell was talking about it, how the third film is starting soon. She's going to play Anna again. But that's like the big news for her.
Okay.
She was talking about, things that she's going to be doing in the next like year or so. But she also was talking about her anniversary to Dax Shepard.
Okay.
And they're very open about everything.
Oh, everything.
Everything.
A little bit too much.
His sobriety, all that good stuff. Well, she posted a picture of them hugging. And it said, "Happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said, I would never kill you." And people are like, okay, that's a kind of weird anniversary message. And a very morbid thing, but obviously it was like an inside
it's
joke.
Their sense of humor, yeah.
Yeah. But she said that there's a lot of men who have killed their wives at a certain point, even though I'm heavily she's talking about how she would never like get killed by him and that they like joke to each other. She
elaborated on it?
Yes. And I'm like, okay, I think that once you leave it as it was an inside joke, you could just leave it at
stop
that.
It, yes.
So, but I mean, they've been together for a long time and they just seem very happy. They've figured it out.
It's one of those quirky couples that they get each other.
It was a weird connection at first.
Right?
You sure? Dax Shepard?
Yeah. Gene Hackman unfortunately passed away earlier this year, and I guess he had a ton of memorabilia.
Oh, I can imagine.
He had a collection full of stuff, and now his collection is going to be hitting the auction block. And so an auction company actually announced it yesterday that they're working with Gene Hackman's estate.
Oh, yeah, the kids,
Yeah, they're going to be running 3 auctions. The first auction is like the Gene Hackman collection. And then there's going to be another one where it's like his personal artwork. But he had a lot of stuff. He had stuff like scripts, posters, other memorabilia from like his movie careers, and 3 Golden Globes, so it's all going to be auctioned off.
When you said that, I was like, oh, what? And I'm like, well, the kids are like, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah, if it's just going to sit there.
And some people would really want to have it and make some money.
So November 8th through and November 19th is the first one, and then November 25th is the other one.
He was in some really big movies, so I'm sure it'll sell,
Euphoria, if you're waiting for that movie or that show to come back, it's a pretty big show. I don't know did you guys watch it?
No, but I know all about it.
No, I heard about it a lot, but I didn't watch it.
So it's set to hit HBO Max in spring next year. So everybody's kind of just been waiting for the announcement since unfortunately they lost like one of their castmates. And so what they're saying is that season 3, spring 2026 is where it's going to be heading.
TV has learned something that we don't. If they have a hot show, they're not in a big rush to put it back on.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They'll wait a year or 2 years. And
I know.
I guess they found out that the people will come back.
Yeah, they don't go nowhere.
They don't go anywhere.
With streaming, you put it all out at once anyway. It's not like you wait for the next season.
And it's like, all right, it'll be back in 2035. Oh, okay.
But along with the announcement, there's going to be, I guess, a whole bunch of new faces to join them. There's not like any really big names that's going to be joining them, but
with a show like that, if the writing stays the same, people will come back.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what they want. The storyline and stuff like that. All right, what did we do this weekend? It was a busy weekend. We're going to fill you in. We call them updates. We'll do it next on Johnny's House. 618 Orlando's number one hit music station. XL 1067. I love this room. I tell you, boy. Mix of clouds and sun, slight chance of rain. High today of 82. It is 69 right now. Let's see. Friday, it was the kids' Olympia's last home football game, and he wanted to go.
Oh.
So I said, I guess I don't have any plans tonight, so I will go and take you.
Nice.
And drop him off. And third quarter, he called me and said, come pick him up. And I picked him up, and I saw the score was pretty bad.
Oh, got it.
I mean, people, what happened to staying there? If that's your team, stay until it's over.
Yeah.
I saw parents getting chairs and rolling up out of there.
I think in high school, it's not really your team. I mean, you're like, I know I'm here for 4 years and I'm out. Unless, like, you get another kid coming up along the way. It's not I love Horizon because my son went there for 2 years, played football there for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking around. That's not my school.
I saw parents with folded chairs just rolling up out of there. I wanted to get them and say, isn't your kid still in there? But picked him up, so I didn't do anything. Saturday, took him to his grandmother's, got set to go to the parade, which was amazing. I thought the traffic was going to be insane.
Yeah.
But we got there early enough that the traffic wasn't there.
It's pretty manageable.
Yeah, so we went and hung out, and then the parade was just amazing. It was so much energy. You guys show us so much love, and then I appreciate that. Then after the parade, I got out of downtown, went to Lake Nona, hung out with my girl, had dinner, and then on yesterday had brunch at the Wave Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Picked up the kid, watched the Panthers win again.
Look at
you. Listen, it's the Panthers. They haven't had a winning season, a winning record since I think it was 2021. So we'll take in this.
That's great.
Ray, how about you?
It was good. On Friday, I didn't really do much, just kind of relaxed, just because I knew Saturday was going to be a long day, which it was. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
I met so many listeners on Saturday.
We saw the Four Fingers, y'all. We saw every single one of them. Thank you.
It was good. It was a really good turnout. And then I think we got home at like 10-ish.
Really?
So it wasn't too late.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too late, but it was a long day. And then yesterday we did nothing.
Okay.
We did nothing.
Really?
I mean, we had like tropical smoothie. We watched some movies and some football.
The weather was amazing.
I know.
That's why I'm like, I want to have brunch outside.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, and the sun was hitting me, and it wasn't bad.
No,
Yeah.
Because you know, around here when the sun's hitting you, like, can you move me inside? It was really, really
Well,
nice.
towards the end of yesterday, it started raining. It was like sprinkling a little bit. And so
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is perfect to just do nothing.
It was like, well, late last night it started raining.
At my house, it was late.
Yeah, real late. B, how about you, man?
It was cool. Friday, I just stayed home and watched football, and it sucked because the Hurricanes lost. And then I spent Saturday, everybody from Florida State making fun of me, only to have them lose to Stanford at 2 a.m. on Saturday night, which made it all okay. But in the meantime, Saturday, I did some radio work and then met you guys downtown, which is cool. And the parade was a lot of fun, a really good time. And then I ducked out of downtown because I had plans at 6:30 with some people. So, but it was like you said, traffic was pretty easy. They managed it very well.
They did. I was
had
surprised.
Police from everywhere. Maitland's police were there. They had police from
Apopka.
everywhere. So they had it all worked out perfectly. Yeah. So did that, and we went down to downtown Claremont and hung out a little bit. And
I ain't lie, I wasn't trying to be funny. I didn't know that Claremont had it downtown.
Yeah, they do. It's on the waterfront
Okay.
of the lake, and they have a place called Salt Shack that's really cool. You can pull your boat up to it.
Okay.
And then they have a place we go called Roasted Spirits. They do a live music. One of our old friends from the James Boyd band plays there. So they do live music there, and they have really good old fashions. You'd love it.
Okay.
And they have a fall menu that my wife wanted to try.
So I saw the smoky one.
Yeah, that was at a different spot, which we found on accident. In downtown Claremont, which is really cool. I don't want to tell anybody about it because
you don't want people to go.
they're gonna want to go.
It's like having a favorite artist. I don't want them to blow up.
Right.
It's my artist.
Sorry, I also don't want to go out of business, so it's weird.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna catch 22. And then yesterday it was nice out, so I actually did yard work. I'm like, let me go ahead and get outside, do some yard work.
Really?
So I did that yesterday because it was beautiful, and then I watched football all day.
Now, you know what? I've been here. It'll be 36 years in December 31st. And I can never get used to people doing yard work on Sundays.
Yeah.
In North Carolina, oh God, no. Oh, no.
Well, I probably would have done it on Saturday, but we had a big, busy day. So I did it Sunday because I
see people all the time doing it on Sunday.
I can't do it during the week because my schedule here is too crazy. So Sunday is my day. So I did that. Then I watched football for a while. Then my wife made a big dinner and we watched Survivor on the DVR, and that's it. And here I am.
Here we are.
It was a fun weekend, though. It was overall a really great weekend.
Yeah, it was one. It was a lot of stuff, but you were able to rest in between.
Yeah.
I told Brian last night, I rolled over. It was 1:00. My eyes went bing. Just wide awake. You ever like, you're like, Why am I awake?
I did. It was like 1:49 when I did that this morning.
And it just went over. Bing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so here we are. Let's go to work. All right, listen, we come back. I was driving home yesterday and I was happened to follow I wasn't following it. It was going in the same direction, a fire truck. And I'm going to tell you what happened when it stopped, because it stopped for 15 minutes and then kept going. I'll tell you that story next on Johnny's House. 6:36 on a Monday. It's Johnny's house. Weather is nice. Now, we are going across a dry season because they're not expecting any rain for the rest of the week. And there's a 15% chance of rain today. Otherwise, clouds and sun getting up to 82. It is 69 right now. Driving home yesterday in near the Dr. Phillips area, and I saw a fire truck, and I, do what you do, pull over, let them go by. And then I saw it stop, and then I saw some smoke, and I was telling my son, I think that fire, there's a fire right there. That's where the fire truck is going. So the fire truck stopped, and all traffic stopped because it was on the side of the road, and we're just sitting there just waiting. And I'm like, man, we're going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. And the fire truck is there, and the smoke is there. And then I see a guy walk out it was on a lake, walk out and get a bucket of water. And he came back. He got another bucket of water. And I saw the smoke kind of go down a little bit. And then about 8 minutes later, the fire truck left. And I'm like, that was weird. Well, he was having a little barbecue, and I guess he was trying to burn some leaves off at the same time.
Oh, God.
And across the lake, I guess somebody thought that a fire was going on, and they called the fire department to shut it down. And I told my son, I said, the fireman was like, hey, man, that's you? Yeah. You good? I'm good. All right, man.
Yep.
So I was thinking, when have the police or the fire department called on you and it was the wrong thing to happen? I've never, ever called the police on a disturbance or anything like that. We've talked about this before. Like if someone has some loud music, even though Ray always talk about the non-emergency line, I've never called the police to say, hey, house so-and-so, the music's kind of loud. I just kind of deal with it. I just kind of go, somebody's having a good time. Maybe I've never been in a point where it's been night after night, day after day. I'm just like, you know what? Somebody's having a party. And there was one time in my neighborhood, somebody had a straight up band. And it was 11:30 on a Sunday night. And I said, I ain't got to worry about it. I know the neighborhood I'm in.
Right.
Somebody gonna call.
Somebody else will do my work for me.
That's funny.
Because someone got to call.
Somebody gonna call.
All right, because I need to sleep.
It ain't gonna be me. But I knew. And I said, here we go. 20 minutes later, see the little car drives around and the party goes down. So when have you been in a situation, or when have you had to call the police on something you thought was right? Ray, you've called the non-emergency line.
Yeah, and the non-emergency line is probably my go-to.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use up our actual resources.
Right, and 911 is for emergency, not for Ray emergency.
Yes. When was the last time you had to call them on the non-emergency line?
Well, I did because of those people that had a party next to me on a school night. And I did have my kids, and I just remember being like, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? And so I did call, but you know what? The crazy thing is that right when I called, I looked out the window and there was already a patrol car that was like coming down the road. And so I know I wasn't the only one that called.
I don't know. Maybe it's the way I grew up or whatever. You just wait it out.
I know.
I just waited it out. So what do you say? Hey, listen, I don't want to be the one to call. Now, this is a non-emergency number, but there's a house. I think it's the Grimes house.
Yeah.
And, they're a little bit loud. You don't sound like. Yeah.
I was also just like mad because people were driving and like parking on my grass, like
that ain't your grass.
In my yard, my yard. And I'm like,
she does pay rent for it.
The way that I was thinking about it though, I was like, how am I going to leave in the morning? Like I have to leave in a couple hours, and I'm like, how am I going to leave if they like pass out drunk at this house in their cars, like in my yard?
Brian, you calling on?
I never called. They called on us before at my old house like 2 houses ago. You guys were probably at the party, but you guys had probably already left.
Was that the pool party?
Yeah, someone called and said there was a domestic.
What?
And so the police came and made my wife and I come out front and then talk to us separately.
Are you serious?
To make sure that she wasn't lying in front of me because she was afraid I was going to hit her.
Oh my God.
I'm like, first of all, you guys are reading this wrong. She would kick my ass. First of all. But yeah, they questioned us separately, and then she was joking. And at one point she's like, ma'am, this is very serious. So a neighbor heard all the noise and said there was people fighting, which nobody was fighting. We're all having a great time. We had a water slide in the backyard.
I know we were gambling on something.
We were trying to hit a football through a basketball hoop from across the pool.
Yeah.
That was about $100.
We're throwing money down. I mean, we had great parties. We had water slides. We had barbecue. We had DJs. It was fun. But they came over and they pulled us out front, separated us, interviewed us. Now, it was good timing because coincidentally, the electrical box in front of our house caught fire at the same time, and smoke, while they were interviewing us about domestic violence, which wasn't happening, smoke started coming out of the electrical box.
Oh, wow.
So they radioed to the fire department, and they got there in like 2 seconds. and they shut down our power, and we had to run on the boom box while they fixed the electrical box.
Funny.
But I was so fun. I was like, who said? They wouldn't tell us who called, but I'm like,
so when you have a party like that and the police knock on the door and you don't answer it, do your friends go back and say, "Hey man, police out here"? Or how do you handle that?
I answered it.
You answered it.
I did, because I was walking through the house and I'm in my like swimming shorts and I had a shirt on, but I'm like, I answered. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, huh? Come outside. I said, who called? Like, are we too loud? He's like, sir, I need you to come outside. And I'm like, come outside. Why don't you come inside?
Yeah, right.
That's where the party's at.
So I need you to step outside.
I had no idea they were questioning us for domestic, because there was literally not one person that day arguing with anybody. So I was like,
it might have been. I know I'm sure this is after the gambling. There was a couple of them that I don't think went in, and somebody said it went in, and I went to get my money, and it was.
I know, but like,
so
screaming.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was like, wow. Okay.
Step outside.
Yeah.
Step outside.
Pulled my wife aside. It's okay to tell. I'm like, what are y'all trying to coax her into like getting me arrested?
I'd have been like, I know what happens if I step outside.
Right, no,
what you need to do is come in here.
Right. Come back with a warrant.
Oh my gosh.
No, the new thing is I need to talk to a supervisor. Give me a supervisor. Hey, I want to find out, when have the fire department or the police department called on you and it was a mistake? What people thought it was not that. Got a pair of tickets to see Allie and AJ at the Hard Rock Live on October 26th. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile for texting is 41067. Live stream, social media, wake up. We want to hear from you. Police, fire department called, and you had to take the response, and it wasn't what they thought it was. Call us now. We're going to send you to a concert on Johnny's house. 6:54. It is Johnny's house on a Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Weather is only a 15% chance of rain. Otherwise, a mix of cloud and sun. Getting up to 82. It is 69 right now. All right. So, was following behind a fire truck, and they ran into a situation where there wasn't a fire. It was a mistake. The guy was barbecuing and burning some leaves. I want to find out, when was the police or the fire department called upon you, and it was wrong? Got a pair of tickets to Allie and AJ at the Hard Rock Live, October 26th. Let's go to Castleberry and talk to John. What's up, John?
What's up? Good morning, guys.
Good morning. What happened?
All right. So my neighbor's known to argue with his wife every time. But one time, I can't remember if it was a Saturday or Sunday morning. So he's arguing with her. I'm sleeping in my room. I could hear him, bickering. And the bickering went on for a few minutes. And I'm like, oh, my God, these guys are going at it again. I was like, it's so early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there laying down, just closing my eyes, ignoring it. Got quiet. And I hear two pops. Just pop, pop. And the argument stopped. I was like, wait a minute. My neighbor shot his wife.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, he shot her. I was like, so I'm calling the cops.
Okay.
I call the cops. Cops come up. They knock on the door. And they're like, hey, what's going on? I was like, listen, they're known to argue, which the neighborhood cops are known. They're like, all right, let me go. I said, you need to go check on them. I said, you need to go check on them. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So I come to find out he was arguing with his wife, and he decided to go outside and shoot off 2 fireworks.
Oh, fireworks. Got it.
At 9 in the morning. So my reaction was like, oh, really? Like, well,
yeah, really.
He's like, what kind of shots did you hear? I'm like, it's like maybe a 22 because I'm familiar with weapons. I was like, maybe you would have 22. I mean, he's inside a house, and I'm inside my house, but I heard 2 pops.
Wow, you hold on a second. Who fired this man and shoot off fireworks?
Yeah.
John, you did the right thing.
Some steam.
Yeah, really. From Windermere, Christopher.
Good morning, Johnny's house.
All right, it was a misunderstanding. What happened?
Cops showed up at my door because a little old lady called saying that she needed help. She was being hurt. Knock on my door, and I'm like, she doesn't live here. 20 minutes later, cops come back, knock on my door. I just told you, she doesn't live here. In the course of an hour, they came back a third time. Third time, I'm giving my son the breathing treatment on the couch. They come busting through my door,
Oh my
guns
gosh.
drawn.
They kicked the door in?
Oh, yes. Little old lady said that they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Come to find out, the little old lady has dementia, and she's living at a home up the road.
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate.
Did they pay to fix your door?
That's when I say I need to talk to a supervisor.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
You need to talk to a supervisor.
Come back with a warrant.
B, what they saying over there, man?
XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In the wreck, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. There's so many stories, but someone said during a hurricane, my nieces from out of state, their friend called the cops and said we weren't taking the hurricane seriously enough, and the kids were at risk. So the cops came.
What?
No.
And they said, wait a second.
What?
This is ridiculous. They left, obviously.
Yeah. Wow. All right, Christopher, going to hook you up. Allie, AJ, Hard Rock Live, October 26th. Ray, what's going on?
Did you see the Prince Andrew
I
news?
heard about that.
Oh, my.
Wow, if you haven't, it's coming up on Johnny's house.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so there's been some renewed interest, obviously, of the Epstein files, and it's led to multiple outlets claiming that Prince Andrew, of course, is being investigated for reportedly emailing Virginia Guffrey, who unfortunately has passed, and basically emailing social security numbers and birth dates to one of his security staff members in an effort to uncover information about her and all this stuff. Well, Prince Andrew now has officially given up his royal title.
Everything.
Yep,
let me turn this off then. He don't get the
Everything.
roles.
Nope. He has stripped himself from the title, says that his past sexual assault accusations are distracting from his royal duties. So he's announced that he is dropping his royal title from King Charles III's consent. So he got the consent from the king and everybody else in his family. So
you think he did it willingly? They told him.
No.
They told him you giving it up.
Yeah. He said, I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. No, he was forced out. I want to say he was forced out. But with His Majesty's agreement, they feel now that he is taking it a step further and he's no longer Prince Andrew.
Well, somebody's coming out with a book.
Yes.
I don't know. And in the book, it talked about him and how he used the royal equivalent of the Secret Service to get dirt on him. And the royal family was like, oh, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Because the book didn't even drop until this week. But they found out about it and it was you're out.
Yeah. I mean, Virginia, who unfortunately, like I said, took her own life. She's the one that sued Andrew in 2021. And this is when she was accusing him of, at 17 years old, he sexually assaulted her because of Jeffrey Epstein. So I don't know. It's just these Epstein file situations.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that he has stripped himself, that just kind of says a lot about him.
That's the royal. He ain't stripped himself.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Look, it's like when you resign, but they know they're going to fire you anyway. We're going to let you leave. Okay.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
Wow.
Jelly Roll continues to try to change the world, and I just love him so much. He just announced his plans to transform his Tennessee property, which is 100 acres. He's turning it into a 100-acre rehabilitation and mental health campus.
Is he really?
Isn't this insane? I just love him so much. Yeah. So it's going to be completely free to those that are in need. He said, imagine a place for people like us, poor kids, down bad, when life has kicking your butt. And now think about resources that we never had. We could change lives. So he went on to say that facility will offer a full range of treatments, from 12-step programs to intensive mental health therapy and holistic care. So his dream for the place is to basically have people come out, leave their phones, and get into the mud with the boys. And it's a whole rehabilitation facility, but 100 acres.
For him, here's someone who didn't think he would even get to where he is. He never forgot where he came from and the things that he had to go through, and he's going back to help others. And that's what you should all do if you have an opportunity to. And he's doing it.
But his whole property, like I said, I just when I saw that this morning, it gave me goosebumps. Because, there's so many people that want to do rehab, but they can't afford it and all that stuff. So
and he's probably going to find another him.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody just like him, talented, that got caught up in the drugs and all that stuff, and give him a chance to do it, man. All right, we'll come back. First time today, updating you what's trending is next on Johnny's House. 7:07. It is Monday and a 15% chance of rain, a mix of cloud and sun. It is a high today of 82, 69 right now. All right, B, what's trending?
Well, don't have flashbacks to 2020, but health experts posted this big thing yesterday emphasizing the importance of washing your hands.
That's overrated.
Yeah, they say it's time because it is cold and flu season.
Mm-hmm.
So to prevent the spread of cold and flu, they say you need to regularly wash your hands. It helps reduce the spread of germs, including respiratory illness, by 21%.
Mm-hmm.
So an urgent care physician says that it means after a cough, sneeze, bathroom use, handling food, taking out the garbage, being in public even, wash your hands 20 seconds. And don't forget the thumbs. A lot of people see they do this part, but then they don't do the thumbs. Make sure you get the thumbs.
I'm here to tell you that in the men's bathroom of the iHeartRadio building, men that go in that bathroom, I'd say 80% do not wash their hands. 80%.
You know how I know? Because I come in, and while I'm coming in, I hear the toilet still flushing, right?
Yes.
But you already walking towards me.
Ain't here no water.
Now, I know it takes longer for the toilet to flush, to you to get to the sink, to wash even for 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
And then to get to the door, but you already coming my way.
That's right.
So I know while the toilet flushing, you walking, you didn't wash. I know that.
Chances are some of your favorite iHeartRadio personalities are not washing.
And you should stop listening to them. We wash our hands down here at XL 1067 in Johnny's house. It's one of our things. We wash our hands.
Can you please forward that to our office manager to send it to the whole building?
I will. She listens to us. She knows.
I know.
That's like restaurants putting wash your hand before you come back out.
I love her so much because in the
must wash hands.
In the bathroom, she put signs, stop, flush the toilet, wash your hands. I was like, I love you so much.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you shouldn't listen to dirty hand people.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. Spreading germs. Anyway, people across the U.S. are going to be able to see a rare green comet go across the sky this week. So NASA says the green comet Le Monde, I guess, they are a fancy spelling for lemon, along with the comet Swan, are going to make their closest approach to Earth, and that's going to happen tomorrow, about 55 million miles away, which is relatively close.
55 million?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Lord.
It's not close to you and me, but relatively speaking, it's pretty close. And it could be bright enough that you could see it with the naked eye. You might not even need anything, but binoculars, obviously, or a small telescope would be a good way to do it. So in the best view is obviously areas that don't have much light, if any light
they
at
call
all.
it light pollution.
Yeah. So like if you're out in like Lake County area, I used to drive through Tavares, like the back roads, like where the Duda Sod farm is. If you're back there, you can see everything. That's where I saw a UFO one time.
Yep.
So that'll be tomorrow if you want to check that out. Or is it really UFOs and they just setting us up with a alibi? I don't know.
I don't know.
Can't trust nobody.
Nothing.
And big news in college football: the Florida Gators fired their head coach Billy Napier yesterday.
He's like, hey man, I won today.
Yeah, it ended with the game win against Mississippi State for him, but it was rumored that he was out win or lose.
Yeah.
So that was coming no matter what. Now he ended his career as a Gator head coach, 22-23, which is pretty bad. That's 48.9 winning percentage. That's the lowest since Raymond B. Wolf coached the team.
Not Raymond Wolf.
Back in 1946 to 1949.
Raymond Wolf, like, y'all still bringing my name up. Stop it.
So, well, he still has the lowest, 35% winning percentage. Rumors floating around that FSU might fire their head coach, Mike Norvell, as soon as this morning. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, listen, you make a lot of money, but you got to win.
Well, that's the thing, though. They walk with money. This buyout situation is insane. Like if they fire Florida State, their head coach, he's walking away with $60 million.
Holy moly.
Yes.
Like, let them offer me $1 million to never work again.
Me too.
Cool. I'm out.
$60 million to go away. My feelings would be hurt. That's all. I ain't gonna lie.
My feelings would not be hurt.
Feelings would be hurt.
I would giggle like crazy.
All right. We got two things coming up next. One, of course, we need to find out what your hype song is. The one that gets you up, that gets you going, that wakes everybody up. Got a pair of tickets to the Fiesta Calle Orange. Is happening this weekend. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You want to get in your hype song, the one that you love to hear to get you going. And the next thing we're going to tell you is how to win fifth row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers at the Kia Center. Fifth row tickets. We're going to tell you how, and we're also going to get your hype song. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. When we come back, we'll tell you how to get those fifth row tickets and play those hype songs coming up next on Johnny's House.
What time are we?
Britney Spears on Johnny's House, 724. It is Monday. Mixed clouds and sun. 15% chance of rain, getting up to 82. It is 69 right now. Before we hear your hype song, this week we have 5th row, 4th row, 3rd row, 2nd row, and 1st row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers. Now, it'd be easy to say we'll take a call right now. We're not going to do that. We have to make you do something. We're not going to have you dress up like the Jonas Brothers this time. So, Brian, tell them, how do they win today's 5th row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers?
It's pretty simple. You just have to follow directions and listen. So, on our Instagram right now, at XL1067, you go there. On the Instagram story, there's a little Jonas Brothers post and tells you to drop your name. We need your first and your last name and your date of birth.
That's it.
Drop that in there. 8:50 this morning, we're going to call out a name. You got 10 minutes to call in. And if you call in 10 minutes, you win.
You win.
We'll verify it's you. You get the tickets. If no one calls in that 10 minutes, then we'll pick another name. And then they got 10 minutes and so on and so forth. So either listen at 8:50, or if you know someone who put their name in, call them and tell them you heard their name. Call us and you could win. Today is 5th row. Tomorrow we'll move you closer to Friday.
Okay, so first thing you need to do is go to the Instagram. And it'll tell you exactly what to do. Drop your name and your date of birth. Now, we'll see that. Nobody else will see that. We'll see it. And then we'll ask you to call in. And then you have to verify with your date of birth.
Right, because if we say just name and you write Johnny Magic, then 300 Johnny Magics are going to call in and say, I'm Johnny Magic. And we got to have a way to narrow down to the real Johnny Magic.
Today, 5th row tickets. Now, if you're a Jonas Brothers fan, this is nothing for you. This is nothing. If you can't listen to the radio, you tell somebody that's home doing, everybody knows somebody that ain't doing anything. Look, I need you to listen at 8:50 to see if they call my name.
And we're being nice. We could have not told you what time to listen.
That's true.
We're doing you a solid here.
All right. And then all you got to do is say, that's me, and you win. And we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it Wednesday, Thursday, front row tickets on Friday. So go to the XL1067 Instagram right now. Okay. All right. We're all good?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Not pretty easy.
All right. Text XL Mobile if you got any questions. But now it's time to get hype. We need to find out what your hype song is so we can wake the whole city up this morning. And we're going to hook somebody up. It's happening this weekend. Fiesta Calle Orange. That's happening this Sunday. Let's go over to Poinciana and talk to Janice. Janice, good morning.
Good morning.
We need to get hyped.
My hype song is Outkast, B.O.B.
Okay, that's a lot of energy. I like that one. All right, we're gonna play a little bit for it. See if we can all get hyped. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, in slum national, underground thunder bounce when I stop the ground. Like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan, you can't stop a train. Who wants some, don't come unprepared, I'll be there. But when I leave there, better be a household name.
What?
Another man telling us it ain't gonna rain.
What?
So we sit in a drop top,
Soak you wet.
in the silk suit, trying
Not to sweat.
Hit somersaults with Dr. Red. But this be the year that we won't forget.
Nah, 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 nah.
Anything goes. You would wanna be long as you know consequences are given for living defenses. Too hot to jump in jail.
Oh.
Nigga might just touch hell.
All right. I like that, Janice. Good job with that. I remember we used to have we do our talent thing on Friday.
Yeah.
And I tried to do this song.
Ooh.
I got lost.
Oh, it's even with the words in front of you. It is hard, man.
Soaking wet. Not the sweat. From Orlando, let's talk to Matt. Matt, what's going on, man?
Good morning, Johnny's House.
Good morning,
First time calling.
Hey! First time callers. We love first time callers. How many years you been listening? How many years you been listening?
Man, it's been about 5 years. So we really appreciate you guys every morning.
And what was it about today after 5 years say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make the plunge, I'm gonna call in?
I always call in, I just never get through.
Oh.
Well, you can blame me because I'm answering phones right now. I do my best, man. I do my best. Ray gonna send me a photo or someone from the parade that I said.
Oh, yeah, she came up to me. She's like, by the way, I am Ariel, and Johnny is the one that told me to shut up. I was like, oh.
Wow. You're not the one, because he's told a lot of people to shut up.
I didn't know I said it on the air. I apologize. Matt, what is your hype song?
The hype song is "Look at Me Now," Chris Brown featuring Busta Rhymes.
And you say we got to fast forward a minute and 5 seconds?
Go to about a minute and 5 seconds. That should be.
So the Busta Rhymes part.
Be when it sets it off.
All right, here we go.
Hell, Breezy. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. She really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come in, I gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing and thing that he be doing, because it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna dead it, then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about it.
This is another one that's hard.
Yeah.
Somebody did it though. Someone
Yeah.
called in. All right, you hold on, Matt. Brian, you can't get that wheel ready because it's gonna be a hard one. Knowing that y'all love the R&B and the hip hop to wake you up, I'm glad that from Claremont, Dana said, "I got one for you." Good morning, Dana.
Yes, good morning, Johnny's house. First time caller.
Hey! And how long have you been listening?
Monday.
Huh? How long you been listening?
About 8 years.
And what was it about today? The day was the day you said, "I'm gonna call in."
I was the same as the other fella. I would get the busy signal, but I was persistent. Got through today.
I do my best. I'm just doing my best I can. That's all I can do. All right, so we need some hip hop R&B song. Dana, what is your song?
It's Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yeah.
That's that good hip hop and R&B.
Now, it's got a long ride up, so I'm going to have to edit it because you got to have the beginning part. You got to have that. But now I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I want to get to the words.
Millions of people.
You know this?
Living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and to get out of hate.
All right. All good songs. We cannot vote on this because there's three of us and there's three people participating.
Yeah, they're all
Which means it's
good.
gonna be a tie. So Brian's going to break out the wheel, which is no longer a friend of mine. 1, 2, or 3. 1 is Janice. B.O.B. 2 is Matt, Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, and 3 is Dana, Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train. All right,
wheel is spinning, wheel is spinning, wheel is spinning, wheel is spinning.
Is that it?
It is number 2.
All right. Matt, congratulations.
Yes.
First time caller, first time winner.
First time winner. I love it.
Pair of
Thank you,
tickets to
guys.
Fiesta Cali Orange happening this weekend. Congratulations. Don't be a stranger and keep trying to call. I'm doing the best I can, man. I'm doing the best I can.
love it. Keep doing it, guys.
All right. You hold on a second. We get some information from you. We come back. We're going to talk about something that puts a smile to your face. We'll do that next on Johnny's House. 7:23, it is Johnny's house. That's Teddy Swim on a day where it's going to get up to about 82 to 69 right now with a 15% chance of rain, and it's going to be a mix of clouds and sun. I want to find out some things that when you see, it automatically puts a smile on your face. On Saturday, we were in the Pride Parade, and they were saying it was over 200,000 people. And being on the streets and being on the float, you see two different things. And one thing we saw going through that is just people smiling, which is kind of weird though, because they're just smiling big because there's a parade and you wave at them and that's just perma-grin that's just going on their faces, just happy. Life is all good. So I want to talk about some things that whenever you see it, it always make you smile. And I mean, going through the whole route, you see people, and if they had the four fingers up, they made sure we saw, hey, I see you. And then you just look at people and drive by. They may not even know who we are, but you see them over there, just you wave at them, hey.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's so exciting. And I think another thing that people see and they always smile, fireworks. Always when you see fireworks, and this is when we used to do the thing over in the park across the street.
Yeah.
That thing, I don't
remember what it's called.
They call it anyway. And you would sit there and you look at the crowd and people are just looking up and you see people hugging their kids and they're smiling and they're pointing. So I want to come up with a list of what are some things that whenever you see them, they just always make you smile. When I'm in the grocery store and I see a kid walking that they just learned how to walk.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to walk to their parents and try to keep up and they got that little wobble thing going on. And I have to look away because I don't know those people. But I'm looking at them and I'm just smiling like, they don't think I'm crazy. So I just,
yeah.
Ray, for you, what is something whenever you see it, it just puts a smile on your face?
It is so cute, the innocence of like kids, whenever they're just living their life and, they've got like no rules or like regulations to live by yet. And, but yeah, so I love seeing little kids and their innocence. I have a problem with golden retrievers.
They make you smile.
Yes, there's something about it. And like on social media, that's all that pops up with my algorithm. It's just like golden retriever videos. It just makes me so happy because they're just so like goofy.
Really?
Yeah, so it makes me smile.
And that's how we differ. That does absolutely nothing for me.
It just makes me smile.
B, what is it when you see it, man? It just puts a smile to your face.
Well, personally, my little dog, with the second you walk in the door, no matter how long you've been gone, she acts like she saw you for the first time in her life. So I have to go in, sit down on the couch, and let her go crazy on me to keep her safe from hurting herself. She gets so excited.
Really?
So like I love coming home now because I know that she's waiting to go nuts, which is awesome.
Here we go.
But like when we're out at the theme parks and I see like a little girl like dressed up and like
a princess,
like a princess, whatever it might be. And she got the hair all done because I had a son.
Yes.
And we used to take him to the park. So I saw that all the time.
Yeah.
And so there's something about just like a little girl taking it all in and just so excited about the fact that she's a princess and she's at the happiest place on earth. And it's like me and my wife always point them out. Like, look at that little girl. She's so cute.
She's so sweet. And the extreme opposite of that makes me smile because it reminded me of my mom and dad. When I see senior citizens going out to dinner and it's just the two of them. And they're just there eating, and I'm sitting there, and I look at them, and I was like, "Oh man!" So in a lot of cases, I just, hey, look, I'm gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
Please don't tell them it was me. Just, but that'll always put a smile on my face. So we're gonna find out from you what is something that if you see it, whenever you see it, it just always puts a smile on your face. Like I said in the parade, man, we're riding through, and people are just smiling, and I can tell these one, they had. Where when we waved at them, they waved back and they were just smiling. Hey, like we're Johnny's house. Okay. Hey.
Cool.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. For texting, the XL Mobile is always available and we will read it for you. That's 41067 on your phones. And if you're watching us on the live stream, drop a comment and we'll throw it on social media. What is one of those things that whenever you see it, it just puts a big smile on your face every single time? We need more of that in this time that we live in right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Whenever you see it, you're always smiling. Share with us so we can share with others on Johnny's House. 7:49. It is Johnny's house, and it's going to be nice today. Is it raised still 69 or
Yeah,
dry?
it is.
69, and the raise is a little foggy out there too.
Yeah, it's like foggy and I don't know, sprinkling.
80. This is our weather department, y'all.
Yeah. It's foggy and I don't know.
I don't know. It looks messy out there.
It's foggy, I don't know. My watch says 69. So. Back to you, Johnny.
We're giving you what we got, y'all. Mix of clouds and sun, high today of 82. All right, we're talking about the parade and the fireworks they had afterwards in downtown over the weekend. And we're talking about things that always, whenever you see it, brings a smile to your face. Let's go over to Winter Garden and talk to Karen. Karen, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Karen, what is it you see? It always brings a smile to your face.
I love dogs. I will go out of my way to go to a pound, an animal shelter. It doesn't matter if I'm in North Carolina. It drives my husband crazy.
Really?
Yes, I have gotten dogs as far away from North Carolina. Yeah.
Wow.
I bring them home, and then I try to find them new homes. Like if a dog's at a kill shelter and it's going to be killed, I will probably bring it home with me.
We were talking, what's the name of the organization we met with the other day? We're going to start working with a
Polka Dogs, I think.
Polka Dog. We're going to start working with them and getting some pets adopted. So we expect to hear back from you, Karen.
Yes.
They're also looking for volunteers too. And that seems like something you'd be great at.
Yeah, if I could find time in between my cleaning company and my weekend job.
Girl, hey, take the pet with you. Take them with you.
If I win the lotto, no one will know, but there will be signs.
There will be signs. All right. Thank you, Karen. You have a beautiful day, okay? All right. Bye-bye. That's awesome.
That's cute.
From Orlando, Joey. What's up, Joey?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. What is it when you see it that always makes you smile?
Seeing dads with their young kids at like tool stores, auto parts stores like Lowe's and Home Depot, something like that.
Uh-huh. Yep. My dad used to do that, and he said, son, one day you're going to thank me for this. And I'm like, right now I ain't thanking you.
Oh, yeah. And them kids will realize how much it helps them when they're older.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get it. It is a beautiful sight because that dad sees things that child doesn't. It's like, one day, son, believe me, you're gonna have to fix your own. And they're listening.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Joey, thank you. You have a good day, okay?
Yeah. God bless you guys.
God bless you, too. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. From Orlando, Ed. What's up, Ed?
How you doing, Johnny?
Good, Ed. How are you?
Fine. I'm good. I'm great.
Good.
Beautiful day today.
Good, beautiful day. What is it when anytime you see it, it makes you smile?
Well, I'm a mailman. So on my route, I got the opportunity to see kids being kids and pets being pets. And that always put a smile on my face.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, because I can imagine some pets, you were like, all right, somebody need to chain that dog up.
I see squirrels chasing squirrels, lizards, dogs, cats, Central Florida, it's,
That is awesome.
So it's, that makes me happy.
Good. You keep that positive energy, Ed.
Yeah, that's
the world needs that.
All right, Johnny.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I think if I was up in the postal service, I would have a strong dislike. That's just saying because of some of the experiences that I've had.
Right. I mean, you're probably not with just pets, with people in general. I've been in line at the post office.
I know. Ma'am, it doesn't have an address on it.
Right.
I thought you could. Calling from the car, Cynthia. Cynthia, good morning.
Good morning.
I said, Cynthia, where you calling me from? She said the car. Okay. Cynthia, what brings us? How old are you?
9.
9 years old. And Cynthia, what puts a smile on your face?
My little sister Gianna.
Why? And how old is your little sister?
She's 6 years old.
6 years old. And whenever you see her, you smile.
I guess she's just fun and nice and kind.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Well, Cynthia, you're a big sister, and you're gonna have to look out for her your whole life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on my experience, when you're about 16, your mind is going to change drastically on this.
Oh boy.
But in the meantime, enjoy the innocence.
Cynthia, keep smiling. Thank you for calling.
I was 3 years apart from my brother, and he probably thought like that about me at 9. I promise you, at 16, he did not think that way about me. Yeah.
Ray, what they say?
Somebody said, I love the little happy dance my wife does when food is on the way. That's cute. The military homecomings.
Yes.
Especially when they surprise their kids.
They don't make me smile. They make me cry.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
It be.
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. Someone said, what makes me smile is seeing my husband genuinely laugh. It brings joy to me to hear his laugh and him be happy. Someone said when they're at a concert and everyone around them is just having a good time, they're in their element, just doing their thing.
Yeah, that makes me smile too.
And then we are going to make someone smile today because it's their 14th birthday. So happy birthday to Joseph, who's heading to school right now.
Happy birthday, Joseph. All right, keep smiling. Once again, we're giving away fifth row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers. Brian, how did they get them again?
Super easy on our Instagram at XL1067. Right there in the story, you'll see the post. You just got to drop your name and your date of birth so we can match them up when we call you. No one will see it but us and verify that it's you. So we're going to call out a name at 8:50 today. If you hear your name, call in. You got 10 minutes to call in and claim your fifth row tickets.
Tickets are yours. Ray, what you working on?
Selena Gomez wants everyone to leave Hailey Bieber alone.
Very good. Coming up, Johnny's house.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Celebrity News is sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union. So everybody wants Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber to just not get along.
Yeah.
Obviously, just because of Justin Bieber. But yeah, it's very high schoolish. But now Selena Gomez has really, opened up and was just like, y'all, just leave her alone.
Yeah.
So what had happened was Hailey was recently asked by a journalist if she was worried about her Rhode beauty brand being compared to Selena's brand. That's just opening the floodgates.
Yeah.
Selena's got her Rare and her Rare brand, and then Hailey Bieber, the Rhode brand. So she responded, it's always annoying being pitted against other people.
Yeah.
That's what Hailey said. And she goes, I didn't ask for that. Then Selena Gomez seemed to respond to Hailey's comments, but didn't say her name and just said, just leave the girl alone.
Yeah.
She can say whatever she wants. It doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance. She's like, not intelligence and just be kind.
Yeah.
So Selena Gomez continued to say that all brands inspire me. There's room for everyone. And hopefully we can all just stop.
They expected Haley Bieber to say, what do you think about that? I'm not trying to say anything, but I heard that Selena used animal testing.
Oh my God. Could you imagine? Oh,
it would shut everything down.
That would be
Shut it
so
down.
messed up. That'd be so messed up.
That's what they want, though.
I know.
You
but
could even create a little AI video showing some testing going on.
Some testing.
But
Just
like,
saying.
at what point are we going to stop trying to put those two up against each other? They're
Right.
both married.
That's what the world is like
I
right now.
know.
That's just it.
They're both married.
Yes,
I mean, Haley's got a child with Justin.
It's like somebody being mad at you as an adult about somebody you dated in high school.
Oh my God, get over it.
Hey, we dated in high school, y'all.
Right, exactly.
Post Malone's former driver says that Posty made him star in some of his music videos and he never paid him for it. So I was
That's
like,
probably an oversight.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know about all this, but now he's suing Post Malone and others for millions.
Okay,
I
that's
guess
why
his-
he ain't getting it.
Yeah, his name is Larry, and he is a teacher and a limousine driver. But he's suing Post Malone allegedly back in 2020. He and his collaborator, Tyler Yewall, we've met him before.
Okay.
He's been here before. Reached out, and basically what they were saying is that they wanted them to be in Post Malone's music video for Tommy Lee. And they did it, but they never got paid for it. So now he's suing them. He was never paid for his services. So
I'm suing too. Everybody that I had in the back of that car, multimillionaires, they ain't nobody break me off nothing. I'm suing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're suing for fraudulent
All of
inducement,
that.
misappropriation of name and likeness, breach of contract, and more. So he's suing for at least $2.5 million.
He's not gonna get that.
No, because like daily rate to be in a music video is probably like $1,700 bucks.
Right?
Like if you get paid scale, like
You
okay, I'll give you whatever it took that day.
Yeah.
$1,700 bucks. Here you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I guess there's other services that he did outside of like being a part of the music
$2.5
video.
million?
He said that there is like he's opening doors for them constantly,
That's
standing
right.
next to
I'm just saying, my thing is everybody that rode in that car are worth at least $100 million. Somebody should have broke me off something.
Or, like, you're suing because you opened some doors for them, and
There's a lawyer that'll take any case break.
oh yeah,
So-
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because they're hoping for a settlement of some sort. I don't know. All the stills I see is him standing in his limo outfit outside of a limo, which I'm sure, whatever. But like you
So you know what I'm talking about, this dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
looking
see.
at the photo.
I see his photo outside of the Tommy Lee music video. He's basically just standing on the set in front of his limousine.
He's like, but I need to be paid.
He
I'm
did
just
open the
saying.
door. He rolled out a red carpet. Okay, cool.
That's right.
I got it. But like, if let's say you get paid for a music video, you get paid scale,
Yes.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then 2020 might have been.
The scale in 2020 was $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Cannot. So Denise Richards, I was telling you that she was testifying and she was trying to get a restraining order against her estranged husband. Well, now the whole saga continues because I guess now he wants to get paid from her because he is requesting $500,000 that she earned on OnlyFans. So in the documents in court, I guess this guy, Aaron, that is her estranged husband, said that she made about $200,000 to $300,000 per month from photos that she posted on OnlyFans. And Aaron says he's entitled to half of it because he's the one that took the pictures of her.
Just like the man who drove the limo. Everybody need to get paid. Everybody need to get paid,
I
Ray.
need-
Everybody.
I need to start nickel and diming some people. 'cause
Seriously.
There's a lot of money attached to little things that I do.
He says that he's dead broke and really needs the money to pay his rent and utilities. It's basically just like a far cry from his married days, obviously, to her. But he said that she, of course, has made a lot of money on OnlyFans,
Right.
and it wouldn't have been without him because
right.
he's the one that was snapping the pictures. And
He's
so
like the limo driver. Everybody making all this money. Ain't nobody breaking me off nothing.
I mean, I haven't seen the pictures, so I don't know. But like, you can set a timer on an iPhone and take a
I know,
picture of
I know.
yourself.
But I need half of that 500. He said, I like what he's saying. Look, she's making $300,000 a month.
Yeah.
I just want to look cut off of the 300,000.
Right.
That's
I
all
just
I
like
want.
those stories that she's been coming out and telling, like the fact that he was helping her recover from a procedure of like her breast implants and a tummy tuck and all that stuff, but then he was also abusing her at the same time while she was recovering from these. So it's just like they're nasty stories that she's told. So hopefully she does get that restraining order. And I don't know if I hope that he gets paid, but like I hope it just ends for her.
Everybody thinks being famous is just this big cakewalk, and it really isn't. You got to ask yourself, do you really want that kind of fame? We come back, weird but true stories on the way on Johnny's House. 806 Johnny's house, 15% chance of rain. 82 is our high, 69 right now. Weird, but true. What's going on, Wayne?
So this is something I think I might do.
Okay.
Pretty rock solid way to find out who really cares about you and who likes you a lot. So there's
Okay.
a 74-year-old man in India. He faked his own death and he staged a mock funeral to see who would attend.
Okay.
So he's a former Air Force veteran. He wanted to see how many people cared about him. So he asked some relatives to spread the word about his passing. And then he had someone actually take him to the crematorium so everyone would see it happening and believe it.
Okay.
So hundreds of residents from this little area showed up at the mourning ceremony. And he was very happy about that because it showed him that everybody really did like him and respect him. So then at the actual ceremony, he got up from the casket.
You can't do that
during the funeral.
That would mess people up. Yeah.
So they did ask him why he went through all the trouble. He said he wanted to witness and see how much respect and affection people would give him. And he said he had it already planned out. There was a giant celebration afterwards.
So everybody had a party.
So everyone had a party. There was a feast. So everyone kind of forgave him. And so
it sounds like he's going through some personal issues that he don't feel loved. If you fake that and hundreds of people show up, then that's a you thing.
Yeah. Well, hey, now I know.
Brian, do not do that.
I would totally do that.
No.
I would totally do that.
That's too funny. I mean, it could be the other way around and nobody shows up and he's like, wow.
Right. And then he planned that big party for nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's something I would totally do.
Mm.
So the police are issuing a warning over these AI pranks. And it's crazy what you could do with AI videos now. We're all messing with this program that's pretty much can do
whatever
anything.
you want it to do. Yep.
So kids are now using that program and recording the face of random homeless
I saw
people.
this in their house.
And then they're generating videos of homeless people coming into their own house and sending them to their parents.
Yep.
And so parents are freaking out and they're calling 911. And so obviously the police are saying, hey, dummies, stop doing that because you're wasting the resources of 911. Not to mention it's kind of dehumanizing the homeless people and using them as a joke.
I saw that and it was a text message that a kid had. And the parents like, get that person out of there. And he said they went to high school with you.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't go to high school with that person. Get them out of the house.
They're not breaking in. They're just like the kids are chilling with the homeless guy on the couch.
Like he's just going to take a nap real quick, he said.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh my gosh.
So yes, don't do that. And I know the video looks real and it's very easy to do because
it is.
But we do it all the time.
It is.
But yeah, don't do that.
Wow.
See, this is where you need AI laws. Like you shouldn't be able to record a random person's face and put him in your AI video.
Well, listen, man, AI is happening so fast you can't keep up with it.
True.
Can't keep
True.
up.
But it's not a prank. It is a crime actually to call 911 for no reason. So don't do that.
Great.
No, real quick. You got to get ready for the end of the world.
Okay, what's the date on that one?
Now, this one is scientific. NASA supercomputers have gotten together in conjunction with scientists from Japan. They created 400,000 computer simulations to predict the year that the Earth is going to be completely unlivable.
Ooh.
So this ain't like a crazy person who said they saw someone while they were sleeping, had a dream. Jesus talked to him. None of that business.
Unlivable?
Yes.
So probably next weekend.
This is crunching the numbers. So Earth will pretty much be toast, they said, in the year 1,221,000.
1 billion?
Yeah.
And we were at 2025.
1,002,021 is actually the year. And that's if you do the math, that's just under 1 million years from now because Earth's been around obviously since before.
Yeah.
So you got about 1 million years until the Earth is unlivable.
And that's what their computers say.
Right. So get your affairs in order.
They're so full of it.
Well, this NASA, Ray.
Oh, okay. Great. Nobody's going to be alive to actually prove that they're wrong.
Well, someone's going to be alive, just not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your kids.
But I mean, like the people
or your
listening.
kids. Or your kids.
Right. I mean, 1 million. If a generation of family is about 100 years.
Yes.
You have 1 million years.
Not going to make it. All right, listen, they say if you already bought your Halloween candy, a lot of it is gone. So we're going to ask the question, have you bought your Halloween candy yet? And have you dug into it? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We're going to talk about that next. You want to get ahead of it and call now? We'll talk to you when we get back on Johnny's House. Johnny's house, 824. 82 is the high, 69, and a mix of clouds and sun, and only a 15% chance of rain. Now, Halloween's creeping up on us. This is what, next Friday? A week from Friday?
A week from Friday,
A week from Friday. And they say some of y'all already eating the candy. Brian, what do people say?
So they did a survey, and they said that most people eat their Halloween candy stash twice before Halloween day, and 25% do it 3 times. So they got to restock 3 different times.
Wow.
Because everyone buys early thinking they're going to get a great deal, but then you just munch on it a little bit at a time every day up until you're like, oh, damn.
No, I get it, because the bag is sitting there, and it'll sit there for 2 days. And you're like, you know what? I want a candy bar.
And if you got a kid in the house.
Oh, yeah. You know, whatever, there's another candy bar. And there's another, and before you know it, twice. I don't have to worry about that because I'm buying no candy.
Nope.
Lights off, dark house. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. I'm buying no candy. So I'm not having that. Have you bought yours yet?
So we bought a little bit.
Okay.
But then we decided to do the Margaritaville at Sea Cruise.
Okay.
We did it because of the price of candy.
Wow.
My wife bought a bag of candy, and then she's like, when I do the math, how many we gave away last year, and I looked at the Margaritaville at Sea Halloween cruise, it will cost less for us to get on that boat
to buy candy
than it will to buy candy.
and everything that you're going to have.
For these little monsters that come around our neighborhood. So we are not going to be giving out candy this year. We are going on a Halloween cruise. So what we have, I get to eat.
Wow.
But I told my wife we should put a little thing out front with the take one.
Yeah.
And she wants to put a "we're closed for business" sign. Like, hey, sorry guys, no Halloween this year.
I know it was a party last year, but not this year.
Keep it moving.
Nothing to see here.
She wants to put a sign up because she doesn't want anyone knocking on the door and making the dog go crazy.
Yeah.
Because we'll have a dog sitter with the dog.
Yeah.
It's not fair to them to be having to answer the door every 2 seconds.
Close the curtains, black it out. I can teach you how to do a blackout.
Keep it moving.
Don't cut the grass until.
No, I can't do that.
If you don't cut the grass till after Halloween.
Well, he's leaving too, so it'll look real bad when you come back.
That's the thing, though, because Halloween, they're like, well, it's dark in there. I don't think anybody lives there.
What about like a police line tape? No, they might think that's a decoration.
Yeah, they're gonna think it's a haunted house or something.
Yeah, just tell him, let the grass grow, cut the lights off. They'll say, well, if someone lived here, they had to cut the grass, and they'll keep it moving.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Ray, you bought any candy yet?
No, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to. No.
What?
No, I'm gonna go and take everybody else's candy with my children. I'm gonna go trick or treating with them.
Okay, hold on. This is the way it works.
Okay.
You trick or treat with your kids because they're a little bit young early. Then you rush back home and give out candy.
No, I don't. No. There's no rushing. There's no rushing back home.
This room is all kind of jacked up.
No. If I give out candy, it's going to be the candy that my kids collected. I'm not buying anything.
That's how it works, though. You go out there early. Your kids trick or treat. The sun's still out.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you get back home, and then they help you give out the candy at your door.
And it's a Friday. Nah.
You have no plans on.
They'll just think I'm out. Another adult going out on Halloween.
This is Halloween town up in here, boy. Brian trying to figure out how can I get people not to come to my house. Ray like, oh, I'm getting all y'all candy, but don't come to my
I'm
house.
just going to put a sign that says, gone trick-or-treating. Like, what are they going to say?
I'm letting it be known. Got nothing for
Yeah,
you.
so you're worse than all of us.
Listen, this is your first time doing it, right?
Yes, we've never not participated.
Exactly. And Ray, this is your first time doing this, right? Because I'm 3 years strong in nobody home game. I'm 3 years in.
Yeah. Well, last year I went trick-or-treating too.
And you didn't give out
candy?
candy?
I didn't know.
Did she share that with us last year?
I don't think so.
I swear, because this is just.
I don't think so. I don't think we brought it up.
Ray.
I don't think we brought it up. I don't think you said it.
I don't remember the last time I gave out candy.
How did you avoid not telling us you didn't give out candy?
I have children.
I've had children my entire life
Okay,
as
but
well.
I'm also single.
So let me get this right.
I'm not going to go with them and then rush back home.
All these times you've been beating the crap out of me because I ain't giving out the
Since
candy.
I've been divorced.
You haven't given out candy.
Nope.
Lord.
It's been about a good 4 years, at least.
This room is one side. y'all almost had me turn on one light. I ain't turning nothing on.
I'm just saying, you live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of kids, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I ain't giving out no kids. Anybody will not walk to my door and they want to roll by in a golf court and go beep beep. Nuh-uh. No.
That's what you decided to live in.
Look,
you made that choice.
The first year, bro, my son had this little Superman outfit on. We were right by the curve. Nobody. To the point where I'm like, well, I think we might have to call it a night.
That's sad.
It is
Because
sad.
usually the rich neighborhoods is where I got dropped off at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, this one's gated. You ain't getting in.
Oh,
there.
that's true.
And I'm on a cul-de-sac, and I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, because you're down in the
Okay,
cut. Yeah.
y'all think y'all got me? I'll get all of you. No more candy ever from Johnny Magic, ever. So, no.
See, the issue with us is we've always been one of those houses to go to. We've always had a good theme. We've always done it up. And this year, nothing.
B, I had a little bag. Took this from your wife. Got a little bag, had some candy, a little toy, little bouncy ball. I had 30 of them still left.
Do you know what would solve that? Not doing it.
That's right.
There you go. I'm proud of you.
I ain't done it for 3 years.
I haven't done it in 4.
The pain still.
Man.
When you got to look, Dad, where do you think they're coming? Well, son, it's about 12:30.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Oh, my God.
They come now, they robbing us.
Well, put your little back cape away. Let's go back.
They came now. The purge is happening, and we just didn't hear the siren.
All right. We come back. We'll talk about the documentary that Ray saw over the weekend and find out how close to home that is with you. Coming up on Johnny's House. $8:34, Johnny's House, Worst Neighbor Ever, documentary on Netflix. We're going to talk about that next on Johnny's House. 8:37, Johnny's house. Ray, what's the current temp, ma'am?
It is 71.
71, getting up to 82, 15% chance of rain, and a mix of clouds and sun. Fifth Road Jonas Brothers tickets. Brian, it's going to come up real quick. What they got to do?
Yeah, you have a little bit of time left to go to our Instagram at XL1067. Right there in the IG story, you'll see the post. We need your name and your date of birth for verification. We'll get that on the back end. At 8:50 this morning, we're going to call out a name. You got 10 minutes to call in and tell us that's you.
Yep.
And if it is, we verify you get fifth row seats today.
And then tomorrow, fourth row, third row, and we'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So you got time right now. Just go to the XL1067 Instagram, put in your name, date of birth, so that way we know who you are. We will see that. It won't be public.
And we're going to super randomize it to pick the winner. And we'll call out your name. You call in. And if no one calls in, we got another name every 10 minutes till someone does.
You got it. All right. That's what's coming up here real soon. All right, Ray. So yesterday you mentioned earlier that you just chilled and watched some movies yesterday.
Yeah. So
and what's the one that you saw?
The one is Perfect Neighbor.
Okay.
So it's basically the body cam footage of the police officers that were showing up. If you don't remember, it was the lady Susan that was in Florida.
It's happening right now.
Unfortunately, shot one of the kids' moms in the neighborhood.
Oh, yes, I remember the story.
Yeah. But she called the police so many times on these kids. It's
what were they doing?
It was like 200 times
Oh,
or
my
whatever.
goodness.
She was saying that they were trespassing, that they were like antagonizing her, or that they were just being so loud.
Really?
But they were like literally just playing in the streets, being kids. And so it's body cam footage, like I said, of the police officers showing up every single time to talk to Susan, to talk to the neighbors, to talk to the kids.
Wow.
And so it was so sad, that story, and it's local. So that's why I was just like,
it's happening right now. Yeah, because it was something that she did. One of the kids, the mom came to the door, knocked on the door, and she just shot through the door.
She shot through the door.
So we want to find out about those bad neighbors that you had in your neighborhood now or growing up. We had a lady, she lived like 2 houses from mine across the street, and she was an older retired woman. And if the ball rolled into her yard, she'd run out and grab it and tell you, you're making out of my noise. And I never forget, she took our football and we were in the house and my mom's like, why aren't you guys outside playing? So, old lady, so don't say that. The lady right there, she took our ball. She said, okay, I'll go over there. And then she went over, knocked on the door. She said, hey, listen, my kid said the ball went in your yard. And she's talking, they're making all them noise. And then that's when I found out my mom was a badass. She said, listen, these kids ain't robbing or stealing anything. They're playing football in the street.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's exactly like that documentary.
Really?
Yes.
That's all they're doing is playing. And if you got a problem with that, that's on you. Give me that ball. And she was like, dang. But the next day she was out there stealing the ball.
Of course.
Yeah.
We always, but see, we used to play the game and say, all right, we're going to toss the ball. You got to go get it. 3, 2, 1. Before she got out, you had to run by. But see, my mom didn't know that part.
Yeah.
B, you have somebody like that?
We didn't really have any neighbors like that.
Yeah, you lived on a dirt road, though, right?
Growing up, yeah, we lived on 3 dirt roads, and everyone knew everyone. And so, we didn't really have any neighbors like that. When my wife and I moved into the first house we ever bought years ago, this is out in Leesburg.
Yeah.
Now, we did have neighbors that were feuding with each other. And same situation. They would call it. We've heard the story in the back because each one tried to get us to join their side.
Yeah.
Oh
when they welcomed us to the neighborhood,
Yeah.
it was really to warn us about the other side that they've been feuding with. And the same thing, they would call the police on each other nonstop.
Oh,
nonstop. And my wife and I were like, please don't bring us into this, please.
That's exhausting.
My son was only 1 at the time. I'm like, I don't need this.
This is the neighborhood you live in every single day.
And we didn't know until after we moved in, obviously. We only stayed there about a year.
Really?
Yeah, we were the same thing, just back and forth all day long.
So when you left, that still was going on?
Oh, yeah. It's probably still going on unless they died. And then maybe they pass it on down to their family.
That's
I don't
exhausting.
know. Ray, how was it up in the?
So I mean, like it wasn't too bad. We would always play outside, and there was a lot of kids in the neighborhood that we would play outside together with. But there was somebody that lived on the corner, and they would sit out there and yell at us if we would like walk by the sidewalk over there. They'd just be like, get away from my house, or like they would just think that we were doing something wrong. I mean, the majority of the time we were just wild kids. But yeah, I mean, they never called the cops on us though.
There was one lady, she had years ago, she had a shortcut that went behind her yard and connected 2 neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Without that, it would take you 20 minutes to go all the way around.
Mhm.
And you would have to take the chance.
Yeah. We
She
had
put
the
up a
same
fence.
thing.
She put up a fence.
And we did have one of those, and the guy let his dog out and bit me.
Did he really? Y'all had one of those too?
Yeah, we did. And it would go straight like to the middle school or to the
Yes.
high school. And so like people would cut through. There was a path where you could
Yes.
cut through, but the person that lived right there hated it.
Hated it, man. I was like, look, embrace it, lady. Embrace it. Because I'm like, look, I'm late for school.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to jump that fence. I didn't know back then that they could shoot you and stuff. All right, we want to hear about your neighborhood. Did you have what they call the perfect neighbor? This is someone that if you did anything, if anything happened, they were yelling, they were complaining, they were calling the police. This lady called the police constantly on kids just playing in the yard. Did you have a neighbor like that, or do you have one right now? If you have an HOA, do you go to them about that?
You can.
You can?
Yeah.
All right. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live stream, social media. Want to hear from you in your neighborhood now or back in the day. Do you have a neighbor that if the kids were playing or anything, they complained or called the police? We want to hear your story. Let's call us right now. This is Johnny's house. $846 Johnny's house, 15% chance of rain today. It's going to feel like it's 82. It's 71 right now in a mix of clouds and sunshine. Perfect Neighbor documentary on Netflix. It's a local story. It's hitting the news right now. Want to find out if you had a neighbor like that, no matter what happened, no matter what they did, they were complaining or calling the police. Let's talk to Casey over in Sanford. Casey, good morning.
It's Cassie, but hi.
I wrote it down. You said Casey. I said Casey 3 times. You said Casey. Okay, Cassie. Hey, Cassie.
So this funny story. So we used to live next to, when I was a kid, this old lady. So we lived on the side of her where every time we would go outside and play, if the ball went over her yard, she'd steal it.
Yep.
And call the cops.
Yep.
Cops called probably at least once a month. Well, we were moving out. She got excited, but my mom ended up marrying the guy across the street. So all we did was just move across the street. So we would still be out there playing. She called the cops. One day we were on the side of the yard, still in the street. She would come out and yell that we were killing her worms in the yard.
Killing the worms?
What?
Killing the worms. So my mom got fed up, but she's like, "What are you talking about, the worms?" She'd go back in the house. Then if the ball or whatever would hit the power line, you're knocking out my power. And the cops at the end of the day they was like, well, we just have to come over here, make it look like we're talking to you, but we know what's going on. And I watched the documentary, kind of similar situation. But my mom would end up getting fed up and just don't even go next to her. Like, we lived directly in front of her, so there was nowhere else to play but in front of her yard. But it was ended up passing away. But I mean, her granddaughter moved in. Yeah,
we had to move down. Let's see, instead of playing in front of our house, we had to move further down the street and play because
my mom didn't care. She said, just play.
Just play.
Just play.
I wonder why it was like that, man. Was it really bothering them, or did that just give them a purpose?
I feel like she just wanted to complain, but I'm like, calling the cops. I mean, I was a kid, so I didn't care. My mom was fed up with it, but I'm like, at the end when she said we're killing her worms, I was like, what worms?
Yeah, worms. All right.
Once I heard that, I'd be like, yeah, I don't think she's well.
Yeah. All right, Cassie, how about that?
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. All right. Let's see here. Michelle from Orlando. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you said it's happening right now.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, we lived there for 15 years, and we have, like, 3 doors down, this old lady, Karen, who just thinks that she's the queen of the neighborhood. She has a little chihuahua, and heaven forbid you decide to take your dog out the same time she's taking her dog out, she will rip you a new one because her dog goes crazy.
Yep.
And whenever it sees a dog. So I have 2 dogs. My dogs don't bark at all. And so she yelled at my teenage son, and she's like, "You should know not to walk your dog at the same time I'm walking my dog."
Oh my goodness.
And one time we went out there, and I told her, I was like, "You don't dictate when I get to walk my dog."
Yeah.
She said,
I was like, "I'm not on your lawn or anything."
She said, "Yes, I do, lady. Yes, I do."
Yeah, and it's just for 15 years, it's been wild. Where she
15 years.
Yeah, and she's like, "You're not very nice," and I'm like, "Neither are you, lady." Like,
so that was a big insult to you. You're not very nice.
yeah, that was her big insult. I'm sure one day she's going to call the cops on us because it's gotten progressively worse. But
it's a lot.
I can hear it in your voice, Michelle. You're not very nice. That's funny.
Exactly right.
That's too funny.
That really stings.
I know that hurt hard. All right, thank you for sharing it, Michelle. You have a good day, okay?
You too.
All right, be what they say, man.
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. Let's see. Someone said they had the perfect neighbor. They helped take care of their dogs, even watched the oldest and their youngest when they went to the hospital in the ambulance.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we ain't talking about y'all.
Now, the new neighbor isn't like that.
No.
They said the new neighbor's mad about our yappy dog, scared of pit bulls, and they have pit bulls. So they went from the perfect neighbor to a not so perfect neighbor.
It's just rough when it gets that way and you live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right. Do we need to do this right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. We asked you earlier today to go to XL1067 Instagram page, drop your name and your date of birth because we're going to give away 5th row tickets. Now, Brian's going to announce a name right now, and you have, 10 minutes?
10 minutes. I'll set the timer, actually. Right?
10 minutes.
As soon as I say the name, I'm going to set it.
10 minutes to call 407-919-1067 or 877-919-1067. If you know this person, then you need to call them and ask if they registered for this contest, and then they have to call in. They have 10 minutes to do so. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. And Brian?
The name is Rafaela Copa or Coppa. Rafaela Coppa or Copa, whichever that is. I've got her birth date. I went through and generated a number based on how many entries. Then I went through and counted my way to that number.
Gosh.
So it took a long time.
Okay.
So if you know her or you are her, you need to call in now. You got 10 minutes to do so.
That's a very unique name. If that is you, you should call. If you know her, call her and let her know. We said her name on the radio. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. She doesn't call in 10 minutes. We're going to pick another name. You know what? Tell her to call right now in Johnny's house. It's Johnny Magic. Right now is your chance to win $1,000 to pay your bills on XL 1067 and win our VIP Jingle Ball trip to New York. Enter this nationwide keyword at XL1067.com. ELF. That's ELF.
This is XL 1067. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right. So obviously, everything that's going on with the rapper and Celeste Rivas, the one that actually the Tesla with the body and all that stuff. What they're saying is that they had a private investigator that actually talked to TMZ to talk about that he thinks that they had some sort of sadistic plan to get rid of her in general. So David is the rapper that I'm talking about, obviously. But I don't know how to believe this because he was working with a private investigator, but now he's saying that he is the private investigator, but his name is Steve Fisher, and it's an interview on law and crime, and it's a sidebar. And so what they're saying is that with her body, what they were trying to do with it is very sadistic, and he can't say much because obviously it's an internal investigation. But he was hired by the owner of the Hollywood Hills home that the singer or rapper David was renting or owning, and then his manager was renting out. And so he said that he was hired by them. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I would believe that, though, because then it's like making it seem like he had nothing to do with it, which, I mean, is his job. Yeah. But I don't know. But that's like the difference between like last week and this week is that there's like other unanswered questions. But what they're saying is that this was like a planned out, sadistic kind of plan to get rid of her.
But yeah, as a private investigator, if I hired you, you got to prove everything that you can that it ain't me.
Right.
That's your job.
Yeah. So, I mean, meanwhile, the Los Angeles County District Attorney is just trying to pull together all the different facts and everything. But he is still, David is still saying that he had nothing to do with it, and the investigation is still going on.
What are their parents saying? I mean, I don't hear any outrage or I don't hear them in the public or anything.
She had been missing for a while.
Yeah.
And then she was found and then she went missing again. And so it's kind of just like, I don't know how close she really was with her family.
But still, as their child.
I know.
I mean, she was when all this stuff happened, she was 15, 16, somewhere along that. And now all of a sudden they find her body dismembered in a car.
Yeah.
And this famous rapper.
So, but there's people that are coming out that are talking.
Okay.
Like that private investigator. Did you see Pete Davidson? What he did for his girlfriend? He surprised his girlfriend with a private jet, and he didn't reveal the destination where they were going, but they landed in Minnesota.
Ooh.
And I guess they went to go see Sir Paul McCartney perform at the US Bank Stadium in Minnesota on Friday. So Pete Davidson arranged a backstage meeting with Paul McCartney. Fulfilling a bucket list moment for his girlfriend.
Wow.
So it was a private jet.
So you didn't start with that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, you just started with Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure it's a great place, but.
Yeah, but he flew her there. And so it was just so cute. She was crying, and I'm just excited for him. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
So he's got a baby on the way. But I'm like, that's
like he's flying her to South Dakota.
No. No.
Like, ooh, I mean, thanks.
Yeah. So Jennifer Lopez is blaming her exes for not being able to love her.
I saw that.
Did you see this?
I saw that.
Yeah. One of her former husbands went off saying that she's the problem and she lied and cheated on him and she should be ashamed of herself.
Well then.
Do you know who I'm talking about? The Ojani Noah?
He was the dancer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was married to Jennifer Lopez from 1997 and 1998.
Well, that's before she was J-Lo.
Yes.
Yeah. Like she was still famous, but she wasn't like
But he spoke up for himself. He spoke up for himself and he said, let me just say, stop putting us down. He included himself as one of her ex-husbands, which he is.
Well, he is.
But you're not. You weren't with J-Lo when she was J-Lo.
She was still Jennifer Lopez. She was still famous. She just wasn't this famous.
She's probably saying that they probably didn't love her because if they did, they would have worked through any differences that have happened and they would still be together.
She said, what I learned that it's not that I'm not lovable. It's that they're not capable. They don't have it in them. I mean, they need to appreciate the little person inside of them.
One person, perhaps two, maybe. Yeah. Now we're on 5.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, she got the Infinity Stones of engagement rings.
Yeah.
She's Thanos.
I mentioned this before when I went to therapy a long time ago about dating. And the therapist said, well, tell me about this person. Oh, she was just said, well, tell me about this person. Oh, she was, how about that one? And she said, what's the common denominator? I said, they're all crazy. No, the common denominator is you.
You, my friend. And that's my point with J-Lo.
Huh? It's you.
Yeah.
You, my friend.
So he said, we're not the problem. The problem is you. You're the one that couldn't keep it in your pants.
She was taking it out of her pants?
I guess so.
Oh.
Is he trying to tell us something else?
He accused her of being unfaithful. Gotcha. No.
Well, you know what? She was J-Lo turning it. She was Jennifer turning into J-Lo. Of course she cheated on him.
On that guy, yeah.
Yes.
Like, not cheating on Mark Anthony
yeah, exactly.
Ben Affleck, but on that guy, yeah.
I just love it because he goes, you have been loved a few times. You have been married 4 times and have had countless relationships in between. You have had good relationships. Me. He goes, me, for example.
Yeah, I understand. My man was like, I did everything.
Right.
Jennifer. And then all of a sudden this J-Lo chick came. Next thing you know, you won't even take my calls anymore. Right. And I hear you sleeping with so-and-so.
Yeah.
I get it.
Tell the truth for once, he said. You should be embarrassed.
All right. So we need to get another name?
Yes, we do.
All right. Let's find another name.
So
we give you 10 minutes.
10 minutes expired on name number 1.
All right.
So now name number 2. I need Brandy Grissom.
Brandy
Grissom. I just started the countdown clock. You got 10 minutes.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. 5th row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers. If you, what's the name again, B?
Randy with an I, Grissom.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You know her, call her. If it's you, call us. 5th row tickets to the Jonas Brothers on Johnny's House. (9/11), Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. Joining us in our studio, Bo Outlaw from the Orlando Magic. What's up, Bo? There's your mic. Listen, every time you come in here, you complain that you ain't got no headphones. We told you we were gonna get you some.
Or they're busted, or they're broke, or whatever.
And look on the side of the window. Every time you come here, bro, I got the busted headphones.
Y'all got the broke headphones for me.
I always got the broke headphones. Brand new ones.
That's a good picture of you too.
Hey, it came right off the Orlando Magic website. So. Hey, now, don't get it twisted. We didn't give them to you.
Oh yeah, you can't take them with you now. It'd be like hours. We just keep it over at our house. It'll be both our headphones.
They for when you come in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bo's real comfortable in here. He's just in here eating his breakfast.
He's eating his parfait.
This is real comfortable now, boy. It's Johnny's house.
Right.
He's real.
He's making himself at home. Right.
That's right. No. Go ahead.
I love it.
Well, keep those headphones for you.
It's like Debo. It's both of ours. We can keep it in my house.
Man, Pop's tripping. Said I gotta take them headphones back.
Brian knows every line from every movie.
Hey, Johnny, he gonna cry in the car.
You gotta know. Some people are laughing. Some people are like, what are they talking about? What? Yeah, you have
That's
to know
what they
the
do all
movie.
morning.
And people listening often ask themselves, why is this fun?
My grandma gave me those headphones. All right, Bo. You here bringing gifts, man. What's going on? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
A lot of expectation this year. A lot of expectation. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When the preseason looked good.
Yep.
I know.
You know, it's good. I mean, Magic fans, we're diehard fans. We're there. We knew rebuilding. And I think at this point, we're built. We are built. Yes. Yeah.
So you're not rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
You're not rebuilding now. We're
adding pieces. Time to play. Time to play some ball. Man, what do you got in them bags over there?
Oh, I had some hats.
We got the hats. That's
They're
all.
so cute and they're reversible.
Oh, they got beer over there too.
Okay, it's cute. It's nice and it's cute. Okay.
Yeah, Cricket Can. Yeah, love that place. Yeah, we've done our show from there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Crooked Can's out in Winter Garden, so you can probably get it there too. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
There you go. Tickets still available for the games and all that stuff?
Until they're not. That's right.
Until they're sold out. Of course. Okay. All right, let's. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Really? Woo! I mean, starting out strong. All right, and where can people get all their tickets and all their information, all that good stuff? Easy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Get track. Whatever you got, whatever your price points are, you get tickets. You want one game, you're going to pack it, you want weekend, you got all that stuff. You want the superstar pass? All of it.
Well, they usually do like something called like the fast break or something. I don't know if they changed it. That's what I usually do because it's very flexible because I never know when I'm available.
Yeah.
So it works out. You get a lot of good games.
Okay. All right. You still eating that breakfast, huh?
Got to eat it while it's fresh.
They have the best parfaits.
Have we ever had in the history of the show have a guest just sit down and have a conversation?
Start eating.
He's comfortable.
It's comfortable. Yes, I do. We got you your own headphones. Of course we want you.
I didn't know he was eating. It's because I can't see it. I can just see the top. And he opened his mouth and it had some white yogurt in it. I'm like, is he having a stroke? Like he swallowed his own tongue? Somebody help him. Help him.
Bo's so tall, man. He on his own. He fall out of here. Help! Help!
Oh my God. Seriously.
No.
And honey.
And give him some granola. OrlandoMagic.com. Get all the information and everything you need. Anything did we miss anything? Yeah, for sure. Oh, they're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think this is the year that the fans. I mean, we're cheering on every year, but this year there's a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation, a lot of what's going to happen next. And I think for us, Orlando Magic fans, it's our year to stand up. So when the team stand up, we stand up with them. That's how we do it. Mm-hmm. Huh? All right, thank you, man. Hey, anytime you want to, you just come on by. We got you. But I'm gonna have to take them headphones back.
We'll put them right over here in the drawer and until next time.
We'll keep your face on them.
Oh yeah.
Just so everybody knows they're yours.
Now, if you want a better picture, you about to send it to us.
Right. We need to talk to somebody in the web department. Back at the Kia Center.
Me too. I like it.
She likes it.
See?
Hey, straight from the website.
Bo, we love you, man. Thank you so much for coming by. All right. OrlandoMagic.com to get the information, man. Talking about copycat dishes. We'll explain that next on Johnny's House. 9:22. It is Johnny's house. We made a major announcement early today. We have fifth row, fourth row, third row, second row, first row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers. Ask you to go to XL1067 Instagram, drop your name and your date of birth, and we called out a name, and that person didn't call. Then we called out a second name, and I think we may have this person on the phone.
They just barely made it in.
Yeah. XL, good morning. Who's this?
Brandy Grissom.
And why are you calling?
For Jonas Brothers tickets.
So you knew what you were supposed to do?
I did, and I got up and I took a coffee break, and my son called me, and she's like, "You have to call them."
So your son told you. Well, congratulations.
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend. Well, congratulations. You got fifth row tickets to see the Jonas Brothers coming up at the Kia Center on the 26th. You are going.
Thank you so much.
Easiest tickets to win. All you had to do is put your name in and listen. And your girl called you up and said, "Hey, call that damn radio station because you're a winner."
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations. We appreciate you listening. You followed the assignment, and we'll do it again tomorrow. But you hold on. We'll get some information, so we'll get those tickets to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. You hold on a second. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow we'll do it. Tomorrow moving up to the fourth row.
Fourth row. And then third. And then on Friday, we go up to the front row. All right. So, Brian, your wife cooked dinner last night, and she made something that you talked about that we've had, and you say she hit it dead on.
Yeah, so we went to dinner at Koa over in Cocoa Beach right before the cruise. Yep. That's Howie from the Backstreet Boys, his brother John, their project over there, and the food was so awesome.
It was amazing.
And so they had these carrots, and I know it sounds ridiculous to go so crazy over carrots, but those things were
they were
so good.
They were.
And so I was telling my wife about the dinner because she didn't get to go, and I was telling her about it, and I kept hitting on these carrots, and she's like, "I've known you for 25 years now.
Yeah.
You don't give a damn about vegetables. Like, shut up about the carrots."
Okay.
But I kept telling her how good they are. So last night she decided she wanted to make dinner, and she went out grocery shopping, and she went to their website and read the menu to see what it said.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have a recipe.
Yeah.
And she duplicated it the best she could off of their website. And it looked exact. I'm not kidding.
I saw the photo.
And then it tasted
exactly.
exact. It was so crazy. She said, "I'm so tired of hearing you talk about someone else's food because cooking is her thing." It's like, I had to do it just to show you that I'm good.
Nice.
So I posted a photo and I tagged Koa and I tagged, the DeRose, and they hit me back like in the DMs. Like, "Wow, she really nailed it." I'm like, "Yeah, she did. It was really good." But yeah, it's the perfect copycat dish without a recipe.
So we want to find out if there's a dish that you can make that is just like a restaurant or a place that you've gone to exactly. I'm a okay cook. I'm not a good cook. I get the job done. I cook for necessity. I make sure that the kid had a balanced meal every night. But I don't cook to the point where I'm like, "Hey, you guys come over. I'm going to cook you." I don't cook like that.
Right.
So I've tried to. I remember once trying to do the hardest dish in the world. Whenever I go to the cheesecake factory, they have like this shrimp gumbo.
Oh.
And I tried to make it. It had 80 different ingredients in it. I had a big pot. I'm talking about one of them gigantic pots of soupy mess that I ate anyway. But I mean, I had enough to feed a whole army, but it didn't. It was nowhere even close. Bay leaves and seasoning, demi-glaze and stuff I ain't never heard of. And I'm buying all this stuff and I'm putting it all up in it. I'm like, this ain't looking nothing like what I tried to cook. So I'm not good at that. Ray, can you mimic something?
So the only thing that I've ever really tried to is the Brussels sprouts over from Cooper's Hawks.
Yes.
Cooper's Hawk has like the best Brussels sprouts, but there is some sort of like secret sauce that they put on it. And my friend works there, and I like am trying to get like the ingredients to like that secret sauce, but like I've tried and it's good. Yeah.
But not that.
But no, it's not that.
Yeah, I tried the whole Brussels sprout thing too. I'm not even close
I mean,
to
I
it.
make good Brussels sprouts,
I
but
don't.
just not exactly like theirs.
I don't cook it enough because it's still crunchy.
You gotta like broil them.
And then if you do it right, you gotta kind of fire them a little bit so they're toasted. Yeah.
I ain't doing that stuff, man. So I want to find out from you, what is the copycat dish that you have that you was like, listen, you couldn't tell if I bought it from the restaurant or I made it myself. You're just that good at it. What is it for you? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL mobile for texting is 41067. Live stream, social media, want to hear from you. There's a dish out there that you've copied from a restaurant and you got it down to a science. The restaurant will be like, how you get our recipe? We want to find out. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Hit us now on Johnny's house. 938 Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. Brian's wife made a dish for him that we had over at Koa in Cocoa Beach, and it was just like copycat.
Spot on.
So we want to find out, do you have a dish that you cook so well that the store would be like, hey, where did you steal our recipe? Talking to our boy, calling again from Lake Nona. Dano, what's up, Dano?
What's up, man?
How you doing? How you doing, Dano?
Oh, you got the right guy?
Yeah, hey, what's up, Dano?
What's up, man? Yeah, I make the best jerk chicken, man. I make good jerk chicken wing. Yep, chicken thighs, breast. I copied it off a guy from New York, man. It was called Joe's Pop's famous jerk chicken. It was an old truck, food truck. Everybody knew him in the hood. I mean, it was the best thing you ever had.
How'd you get his recipe?
So I was looking inside his truck. I was kind of peeking in there, and I had an idea what he was doing. When I made something, I gave it to my friend. Like, yo, damn, man, you copied that dude. Yo, you got it almost spot on, bro, but it kind of tastes a little better. So I told the owner, he goes, man, yo, you want to die? He threatened my life and everything.
Oh, my gosh.
He threatened your life.
It's a little extreme.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, man, I try to copy you something, man. You're a good customer, man, but you want to go to heaven, man? Don't be copying my stuff. You know how New York
Wow,
is,
yeah.
man.
Well, you got to understand, if people came from miles around to get that chicken and you're copying his recipe, you talking about his livelihood. Said he going to kill you.
I made sure I told him, I'm going to be good. I better not see a truck around there like mine.
My goodness, man. You hold on, Deno. I can understand that. If you got a secret recipe and you saw the secret, hey, I'm gonna have to threaten your life. People do that now. We want to garden. Chrissy, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what have you been able to copy from what restaurant?
Okay, so I fell in love with the chicken gnocchi soup from Olive Garden, and I've been able to master class.
How many mistakes did you have to make before you got there?
It wasn't necessarily mistakes. I think I did it pretty well the first time, but I added a little seasoning to mine to make it a little better, just adding a little bit more flavor into it, and it turns out perfect every time now.
Really? And you just...
I made it over the weekend, and I promise you, I would not mind sharing.
Oh, please do.
Delicious.
Okay, so when you go there, you don't like theirs because you like yours a little bit more because you add a little something that you like.
I haven't gone there in probably a couple years because I make their chicken Alfredo now. I mean, Ray, if you want to make this, it's super easy. When you Google a copycat chicken gnocchi recipe, just look for the creamy one and then add your own little flavor into it, and it'll come out perfect.
All right.
Ray gonna put some of that red hot sauce in there.
No, I would not.
I'll listen in to find out how well you make it.
She puts that on everything.
I do.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Thank you.
Have a good morning, guys.
All right, hold on. And Autumn, like the season. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Autumn, what did you copycat?
Okay, so I perfected the Parmesan crusted chicken from Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And again, how many mistakes did it take for you to get there?
Just like the girl before, just like a little tweaking with your seasonings, but it's pretty simple. I marinate mine in ranch dressing, but I make my own ranch, just like you get like a Hidden Valley Ranch packet.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the best.
Now,
way
you're
to do
really
it.
making it yourself if you just adding water to a packet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't let him question your
Yeah, just because he made a pot of slop. Don't let him.
It was a pot of slop. It was. I ain't gonna lie.
Johnny just hating because he made a pot of slop that nobody wanted to eat.
I did. It was a pot of slop.
He's just a hater. It's okay.
Straight up hating, 100%. I totally agree. Now, where'd you get the recipe from? That copycat website?
No. I've just done it myself.
Oh wow. That's
yeah. Like my wife just read the.
I didn't know there was a copycat website.
Oh yeah, there's a copycat website that has everything.
Yeah, my wife just read the description. She's like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I need this, I need this, I need this, and that's it.
Oh wow.
No.
Yeah, there's a
No,
copycat.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, be careful
I'm
because
gonna have to look it up now.
you got to be careful going to that site because they might put some spyware on your computer.
Right, you're gonna start getting robocalls.
Yeah,
Well, that's on everything now.
that is true. That's true. All right, thank you, Autumn.
Thank you.
All right, B, what they saying over there?
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said they have nailed Publix buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, man.
Really?
And then someone says that their husband got Chick-fil-A nuggets down.
No way.
There's some tricks to it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know one is you got to soak it in pickle juice. I know about that one.
Actually, two people hit that. One of them said, yep, you got to soak them in pickle juice.
Yep, I know about the pickle juice.
Overnight.
Yeah.
And then you bread them after that. But there's also something, I don't want to give it all away. That's your secret. Plus, Chick-fil-A would be upset with me.
I'm going to risk your life up in here. And Ray, what they say?
I love the live stream. Jen said, I only know how to do the Cheddar Bay biscuits because of the box.
Well, Johnny said that ain't cooking.
I know.
You just add some water to a box.
Hey, I got the box Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you add the water. Tastes just like the recipe.
It does.
It really does.
But somebody said that they're trying to perfect the bloomin' onion.
Good luck.
That's a hot mess right
Yeah.
there.
You got to have a big fryer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're going to make a mess in your kitchen. All right, it's 9:44. Time for us to get out of here. Ray, what you got going on today?
I just need to do some Monday stuff, grocery shopping, and I got the kids.
And B?
Nothing. Just doing some radio shows and then hopefully cut out here a little early and just hang out with the wife. Shout out to the Orlando Magic for swinging in today and bringing Chick-fil-A. Magic kick off their season this week. Get your tickets, orlandomagic.com.
All right, don't forget tomorrow, 4th row tickets. See the Jonas Brothers. Go to the XL1067 Instagram. Tell you what to do. 8:50 tomorrow. We're going to give those tickets away. Ryan Seacrest, it's all yours. Have a beautiful day, y'all. We see you tomorrow.
Hi, everyone. I have to go to work now, so peace out. I'm working on a rum bus to the distillery, hopefully soon. Talk to the guy this weekend, but it only has 40 spots. So it will be limited. Trying to work out the price situation now, so everybody wants to make money. Like usual, I'll be the one that comes out making the least, if any. But whatevs. It's for fun and promotion. And it'll be a full day thing, which is cool. We'll meet, hang out, have some drinks, jump on the bus, have some drinks on the bus, go to Lakeland, tour the distillery, hang out at a little bar, have some drinks, and then bus back. It'll be fun. And if I can price point it right, I can get everybody a sample bottle of Yoho on the bus. But anyway, more of that, details later. I got to go to work. Peace out.